It's the Rink Report alumni edition here at MetStar Capital's Iceplex and Tark. Well, we're certainly glad to have Dainius Zubrus with us here.
Yeah, it was funny. I was talking to Chris Clark a few minutes ago, and we were having some flashbacks to when it was Alex Ovechkin, Dainius Zubrus in the middle, and Chris Clark on the right. All three of you guys are in the building right now. What's that been like?
It's been good. Honestly, I saw Chris over a year ago. He was with U.S. national team, right? He was a GM. So I'm going through the list because I'm involved I'm a president of Hockey Federation Lithuania, and I get to go to all the world championships, and I look at the rosters and the teams and management, and a lot of times I see similar names, right? And so he was there. So I got caught up with him there, but it's been fun because there's a good memories. Our line, I'm like, Clark, I think you scored 30 goals if I'm mistaken, right?
Yeah, he did.
I mean, he was a good player. And then, of course, he scored, 60, right? But, if not more. But then we're just like, we had some fun. We had some, some good games together. And so we had some good laughs about that.
Yeah. What's this been like for you to have this group of guys together? It's the biggest the Capitals have ever had, celebrating 50 years in the NHL. There are guys you know, there's guys you don't, but how do you mingle in that group? Who do you get to know, and how does that all work?
Hockey players are, doesn't matter which generation, very similar guys, right? So even if you don't, a lot of players I played against or seen play when I was younger. So even the guys that I've never met, it's fun to see and fun to meet. But I haven't been here in a while now. Me living in Europe, and then I obviously from leaving from here, I played for some time as well. It's good to be back. It's the organization was very good to me. My kids were born, my son was born in Annapolis, my daughter was in Bethesda. So this is a fun period of time when I got to live here. A lot of people keep asking me about my brother, right? So never mind that, people are good to me here and then to my brother as well and my family. So I have very good memories of Washington.
You know what I love? Every time Ovi is asked about his early years, he always goes, "Oh, I wouldn't have made it without Zuby. I didn't speak any English." What are your recollections of the first year, second year of the Ovi era?
You know what? He spoke some. I mean, and I credit to him. First year, he wanted to stay with Brian Wills, I think, was his roommate.
Yeah, that was his roommate.
Because he was, he's like, I want to learn more English. Even though we spent a lot of time together, he was at my house and dinners and stuff. But he's like, I want to. So, credit to him. It was his sort of enthusiasm, and he wanted to learn more about the culture and language and everything else, and integrate himself into the locker room. So, he did a good job. And not a lot of guys do that when they come in. Because with me having around, I mean, we still spend a lot of time, and I think second year we were roommates together, but in the beginning, he did a very good job. And people recognize that too. Like people in the locker room, they saw that. They're like, okay, this guy is, he wants to be one of us. And then, so we had fun. Our team had fun.
Yeah. See, what I'm hearing is he laid the foundation to get to 895. If it wasn't for Zuby, he wouldn't be where he is right now. How excited are you to see where he is as he climbs this chart here, getting toward 895?
I even leaving that from here, I got to play against him, and we always knew when he's on the ice, you had to know him. Obviously, Washington's power play has been the weapon for a long time, and the amount of goals that he scores from his spot is so you have to know.
Still there.
Yeah, still there. So I see it. I mean, they're still practicing as one-timer.
Yeah.
So, I think when you think of goal scorers in all of NHL years, I think you have to put him top of the list.
Yeah.
Regardless the record, beating, not beating, just how he creates goals, how he shoots the puck, how he's. I think this game has seen a lot of goal scorers. I think he's top of the list. So it's good to see.
For you personally, I mean, when he starts to really get to Wayne Gretzky's rear bumper and is about to pass him, like, are you going to feel part of that? I mean, you set him up for a number of those goals, especially early on.
Yeah, people keep asking me about his first goal, right?
Yeah,
yeah, I guess you can say that. I don't think much about that. I mean, I saw him yesterday too, and we kind of go through some of the goals, and then his hat tricks and same old. It's still same thing.
Yeah.
And you know what? When he scores goals now, or when he was scoring in almost 20 years ago, he still does the same thing. He runs the glass, he high-fives fans, and his enthusiasm, his energy is still the same. He's still there. He still loves scoring his goals, and that's why he has that many.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's good to see.
Well, Zuby, it was great to have you here as part of all of the events, and really great to chat with you. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.